I've got a couple of files here. I've got my db.js, which is going to have my data layer. I've got my server, and I'm going to be a little bit optimistic where I'm going to specify that I've got db from require /db. And I'm going to be optimistic that I could tell my db to sync. And after I do that, I'm going to do a console.log synced. And let's go over here, and I'm just going to run nodemon, which I have installed globally for server.js. And this will break because db.sync is not a function. And I'm going to, again, be optimistic that I can end up bringing in Postgres. In fact, the only thing that I need from Postgres is going to be my client. So I'm going to do a little destructuring there. I'm going to specify that I'm going to create a local client, which is going to be new client. And here I'm going to use a database connection string. I'll say localhost many to many db, which doesn't exist. And I'm going to tell my client that I want to connect. And my sync method is going to set up my tables. It's going to need to be asynchronous, so I'm going to make it async. And I'm going to specify module.exports sync. So let's take a look. I don't have my Postgres installed, so I'm going to do an npm init yes. This will end up setting up my file for package.json, and I'm going to end up installing Postgres, the node Postgres module. And now what should end up happening here is I'm getting a different error that this database doesn't exist. So let's create it. Again, nodemon doesn't realize that I've created that database, so I'm going to put this here and I'll see the word synced. So this is my initial setup. The next thing that I'm going to end up having to do is to start generating my tables.